Okay. The best in costume, please come forward to be awarded by the Board of Judges. Yes, Judge Elvis. Okay. Please come forward. Best in costume, you are candidate number.
Who's your belt?
Please come forward. The best in costume, candidate number 5. Okay, let's proceed for the best in swimsuit. Please come forward. Candidate number 16. The best in talent. Please come forward. You are the best in talent to be awarded by Judge Richard the Beste. The best in talent, please come forward. You are candidate number 13. And now let's proceed for the next award, which is the best in long gown. You are the best in long gown. Please come forward, candidate number 13.
Number 14.
Chad. We have two special award which is sponsored by Tino Style Salon. Meron tayong dalawang special award.
Mabigyan lang po yung special award.
Dito po, iabot nyo lang po dun sa tatawagin po. Okay, we have a special award sponsored by Tino Style. Please come forward, candidate number 16, sorry. 16. And candidate number 13.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Okay. So, stand by, ladies and gentlemen, for the top 10.
Correct.
Sa ating pong top 10, we have a timer po para sumagot ng inyong mga kasagutan. We have 30 seconds without punchline.
Correct.
Rektahang sagot po tayo, walang punchline at walang palapalabok, tultukang sagot sa mga mabilis na katanungan.
Correct.
Okay, you're in.
Pasok ka sa top 10.
You're in, candidate number 14. Dito po sa taas yung top 10. You're in, candidate number 6. You're in, candidate number 2. You're in, candidate number 3. You're in, candidate number 5. You're in, candidate number 12. Apat na lamang po ang natitira mga kaibigan. You're in, candidate number 9. You're in, candidate number 11. You're in, candidate number 13. You're in to complete the top 10. You're in, candidate number 16.
Alright, thank you so much and congratulations po sa mga hindi po umabot sa number.
At sa ating mga nominees, congratulations pa rin. Dahil kung nakita niyo kami ng isang daang porsyento ng pagiging professional sa larangan ng contest na ito. Okay, so, question and answer. Ang unang tatanungin po ay si number 14. Babahala lang po tayo sa delikado po baka bumagsak tayo. Oo. Sa gilid na lang po. Palit na lang
Assist lang po
isa-isa.
sa mga candidate.
Standby kay number 6. Ako lang susunod na tatanungin. Parang po ng isang wireless mic po para sa judge.
Of the panel of judges. Magandang gabi po. At higit po sa lahat, pagpasensya na po, sa barangay Langgam, most especially for the St. Joseph Village 9 resident. Thank you so much for sticking to the pageant. This is just showcasing that your undying love with us is definitely proven in this barangay. Diyos mabalos po sa inyong gabos. Hi there, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, sir.
Congratulations, you're one of the top 10.
Thank you so much.
So, ito ang tanong ko, English. Kasi English, di ba English ano ka?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, I'll try to examine your English. Okay. Ito ang tanong. If you will have a chance to become a congressman or a senator, what bill or law are you going to pass to support the advocacy of the LGBTQ plus community and why?
Come again, sir, please.
If you have a chance to become a congressman or a senator, what bill or law are you going to pass to support the advocacy of the LGBTQ plus community and why?
Thank you so much. To become a congressman and senator is definitely a big responsibility taking in your shoulders. Definitely, the law that I'm going to take into, I would not go far. This is the SOGI bill law that we are implementing today. Most especially, this is the fight that the LGBT is still running at this very point in time. Hindi kami titigil hanggat may hininga kami, hanggat may buhay kami, ipaglalaban namin kung ano ang nararapat sa amin. Maraming salamat po.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 14.
Let's bid and say hello to candidate number 6. Pick your judge number. Judge number 6. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. This is your question. Everybody's worried about something. As a part of LGBTQ+, what things you worry about?
As a part of the LGBTQIA community, the one thing that I'm worried about is that each and every one of us is not showing any more act of kindnesses. Always remember that being kind is always better than being right, because it is not important an intelligent mind, but it is important that a patient heart that always listens. Thank you.
Candidate number 2. Judge number 7.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Good morning.
How do you feel right now?
Sobrang pagod na, tired.
Okay, I hope that this will be over good. Okay, my question is this one, okay? If you will be given a chance for 2 minutes to talk in United Nations discussing about our problems in regards with our Philippine territory, what will be the content of your speech for the United Nations?
Well, for me, one thing that I can say regarding with that and facing in the whole world, one thing that I can say is just a little bit respect for each and every decision of our country, because begins with respect. If the other country learns to respect and what the territorial means, it will give them to the Philippines. That will be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's give a say hello to our next candidate, candidate number 3. Judge number. Judge number. Judge number 1.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hello,
Hello po.
this is my question to you. If you're chosen to be a winner tonight, what is the main factor that you're going to contribute to LGBT community?
Come again, ma'am.
If you are chosen to be a winner tonight, what is the main factor are you going to contribute to LGBT community?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for a wonderful question bounded to my shoulder. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's the biggest privilege to me to become a Miss Gay tonight, a title holder. But then again, I always remember that joining in this particular pageant is always like a ball game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But the most important is how you play the game. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is the characteristic that I can contribute to the LGBTQI+ community? That is to become a good, strong, and fighter individual here in our society. Why? Because it is hard for us LGBT to stand here in front of the people who discriminate us. But then again, I'd like to say to the people who discriminate us, thank you and I love you. Because for being that, I can be a good, strong, and fighter individual here in our country. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I can win tonight, I always say thank you. But if I can lose tonight, I always say thank you also. Because this barangay is the biggest achievement that I can experience here in our society. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 3.
Let's meet and say hello to our next candidate, candidate number 5.
I have chosen Honorable Judge number 7.
Good evening. Candidate number 5. Okay. First, congratulations to your minor awards.
Thank you so much, sir.
Are you ready for my question?
Yes.
Okay. If I were to ask you to describe your life in any movies, regardless if it is local or international, what movie will describe candidate number 5 that we judges and people of St. Joseph will understand?
Again, sir.
Again, if you were to describe your life in a movie, okay, regardless if it is local or international, for us judges and people of St. Joseph to understand your life, what will that movie be and why?
All right, I would like to answer the question direct to the point. I will be choosing Four Sisters in the Wedding, which is my favorite movie because I can relate it to what is happening in my life. Dahil para po sa inyong kaalaman, kami po ay 8 magkakapatid at hindi po maiiwasan sa mga magkakapatid ang magkaroon ng inggitan sapagkat mayroon pong paborito ang aming mga magulang gaya na lamang po na nangyari sa ganyang movie. Ngunit naniniwala po ako na sa paglipas ng panahon na wala po ang inggit sa bawat puso ng bawat isa aming magkapatid nang dahil sa yumaw ang aming magulang natuto kaming mahalin ang isa't isa nang sa gayon wala man ho kaming magulang maitataguyod po namin ang kanya-kanya naming sarili sa sarili naming mga paa. Maraming salamat po.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 5.
Let's begin and say hello, candidate number 12.
I pick judge number 2.
Number 12. Kung ikaw ang tatanghaling Miss Gay Federation ng St. Joseph, paano katutulong sa ating mga kabataan ng St. Joseph? Ano ang pwede mong maiambag para sa kanila?
Kung ako po ay tatanghalin ng Miss Gay St. Joseph 2022, ano po ang aking maiaambag? Ito po ay ang karunungan para sa mga kabataan. Dahil ang karunungan po para sa kanila, ipapamulat ko po sa kanila na huwag po silang manlalait ng mga LGBT members. Palagi po natin tatandaan, anuman po ang ating piniling kasarian, anuman po ang ating itsura, anuman po ang ating hugis at anuman po ang ating kulay, tayo po ay pinili ng ating Panginoon ng pantay-pantay. Kaya po sa mga kabataan na nandito ngayon, huwag po tayong manglalait ng mga LGBT members dahil hindi po natin alam kung ano po ang buhay na dinanas namin at kung paano po kami lumaban sa aming buhay. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 12.
Let's begin and say hello, candidate number 9.
I pick judge number 3.
How are you, candidate number 9?
To be honest, I feel so hungry, I feel so nervous, I feel thankful because I am one of the top 10. Thank you so much, panel of the Board of Judges, and thank you, people of the land. Thank you so much for the warm welcoming us. Thank you.
Ito ang tanong ko. If you are a God for a day, how would you change the world?
Come again, sir?
If you are a God for a day, how would you change the world?
If I would be God in one day, how could I change the world? You know what, my dear friends? If I would be God in one day, mahirap pong maging Panginoon sa isang araw. Ngunit ayoko pong baguhin ang kung anong ginawa ng ating Panginoon. Ngunit pananatili kong maging maganda. Ang akin lang babaguhin yung maling ugali ng mga Pilipino. Mga negatibong ginagawa ng mga Pilipino. Because at the end of the day, kung tatanggalin natin yung mga maling ugali ng mga Pilipino, we will have a better place to live in. And that is my essence of my answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, number 9.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number
Let's begin
9.
and say hello, candidate number 11.
I take Honorable Judge number 8.
Hello. Good evening, candidate number 11.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, so I will read the question twice. March is an International Women's Month celebration. What do you think is the role of LGBTQIA community in this kind of celebration? Explain your answer. I'll repeat. March is an International Women's Month celebration. What do you think is the role of the LGBTQIA community in this kind of celebration? Explain your answer.
Thank you so much for that very interesting question.
I think the role of the LGBT community in the International Women's Month is that we are the ones who will give 100% support for it. For I believe that as a transgendered woman, we consider ourselves as a woman. And I believe that we should join the rest of the women to be fighting for our right to be respected, to be accepted, and to be given a platform where we can showcase our capabilities, not only as women, but as a community. And I always believe that my mother has always supported me, and I, as part of the LGBT community, to all the mothers out there, to all the women out there, we LGBT people will continue to support you all the way. Thank you so much.
Alright, thanks so much, candidate number 11.
Let's win and solo candidate number 13.
Good morning po. I'm lucky to pick judge number 8.
Hello, candidate number 13.
Hello po.
Okay, so this is your question. What is the best way to fight against fake news or misinformation? I'll repeat. What is the best way to fight against fake news or misinformation?
Thank you so much. That's very beautiful and very interesting question. Okay, I know already that fake news nowadays and misinformation is very rampant. A lot of people misunderstood the things that is happening, most especially in social media, because fake news is really rampant happening in social media. But of course, I believe that there is one thing that we can do to avoid it. That is to be aware and of course, always research what is the reality that is happening in our country today. Because I always believe that if you will learn on how to be aware and if you will research wisely for what is the real thing happening in the society, it is always for the betterment of yourself. You can help other people if you will learn on how to be aware, then definitely you can teach a lot of people if what is the real thing happening in our country today. Don't always forget that whatever you do for yourself dies with you. But whatever you do for yourself dies with you. But of course, whatever you do for others will remain. It's eternal. Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 13.
Thank you.
Wala daw pong timer, sabi ng ating jurado. Wala po? Wala.
I pick judge number 4.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
This is my question. If you have given a chance to ask God in 30 seconds, what would you ask Him and why? If you have given a chance to ask God in 30 seconds, what would you ask God to Him and why?
Kung bibigyan po ako ng pagkakataong tanungin ang ating Diyos sa loob ng 30 segundo, ano po ang itatanong ko sa Kanya at bakit? Simple lamang po, bakit po ako naging bakla? Dahil bakit po, gusto ko pong malaman sa sagot niya, ano po ba ang dahilan kung bakit merong bakla sa mundo natin? Kung bakit merong tinatawag na LGBTQIAA+ community dito sa ating ginagalawan na alam naman natin nasa Biblia na ang babae at lalaki lang ang ginawa ng poong may kapal. So, what is the main reason kung bakit po kami ginawa niya? Maraming salamat po.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 16.
14, 13, and 9, you're in. Last two. We have candidate number 11. You're in candidate number 16. So once again, judge's decision is final and irrevocable. Kung may mga tanong po kayo, pwede kayo mag-proceed dito. Okay, so ganito po tayo. DJ, basta po naman ang music. Okay. Back to zero na po tayo sa ating top 5. Back to zero na po tayo. So, 100% kasi 100% naman daw lahat magaganda. So, 100% intelligent na lang po ang paglalabanan natin ngayon. Back to zero.
Mayroon po ng mic po ulit kanina. Alright, candidate number 14.
Thank you. But before anything else, may I just verify, do we have a timer for this one? No. Okay, thank you so much for clarifying that. By the way, good evening once again, and thank you so much for the panel of judges for making me to the top 5. This is a great opportunity for me. By the way, my lucky questions for this evening, hopefully, will become from Miss Teresita Miraleo, if pronounced correctly. Miralies. Hello there. Kamusta po?
Okay lang po. Ako nininervyos. Okay ka lang.
Okay lang po, I'm doing fine.
Okay. This is the war between Ukraine and Russia. If you have chosen as one to represent our country, what advice would you give to them to stop the war between the two countries?
Come again, please.
This is the war between Ukraine and Russia. If you have chosen as one to represent our country to go there, what advice would you give to them to stop the war between the two countries?
In my 22 years of existing in this very wonderful, I've learned a lot of things, most especially when it pertains to our personal life. If that would be the particular situation and I'm going to represent, that would be a great opportunity for me to speak with these two countries. Yes, I am a licensed professional teacher at this very point of time. So definitely, as a teacher, I'm gonna use this voice to definitely influence this particular two presidents. To the fact that itself that, yes, I may not be the one of the highest position in our country. Because the one that I'm going to talk about is definitely a two presidents between Ukraine and Russia. The very first thing, kung saan nagmumula ang kaguluhan, ay dahil sa hindi pagkakaintindihan. If I'm going to talk to these two countries, sasabihin ko sa kanila na itigil at iset aside muna ang pagkakaroon ng hindi pagkakaintindihan. Sapagkat kung inyo pong mababalitaan sa telebisyon, maraming bata ang namamatay, maraming pamilya ang nawawalan at nabubura sa ating mapa. Kung ako man po ay pagbibigyan, nais ko pong ipaalala sa kanila na bilang isang presidente, hindi natin dapat iisipin kung ano ang sa tingin natin ay tama. Pagkus, buksan natin ang ating mga mata at pakinggan ang mga nasa paligid. Na dahil tayo ay mga tao, nakakaramdam tayo ng emosyon. At higit sa lahat, nakakalungkot isipin na ito ay nangyayari sa panahon natin ngayon. If I will be, before I leave this prestigious stage, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave a song that pertains to this particular war in Ukraine, in Russia, that goes, heal the world, make it a better place, For you and for me and the entire human race, there are people dying. If you can't about for living, make a better place for you and for me. Maraming salamat po.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 14.
Let's meet and say hello to our next candidate, number 13.
I hope I'm lucky again in picking judge number 2, Miss Marie Serrano.
Gising na gising pa. Ang katanungan ko, kung sakaling nabibigyan ka ng pagkakataon maging babae at maging isang magulang o ina at magkaroon ka ng anak na magiging adik, ano ang gagawin mo o paano mo siya tatanggapin bilang isang anak na adik?
Again po, ma'am. Once again po.
Kung mabibigyan ka ng pagkakataon maging isang babae at maging ina at magkaroon ka ng anak na adik, paano mo tatanggapin o ano ang gagawin mo para matulungan siya?
Wow, thank you so much for that very beautiful and wonderful opportunity to be a real woman or to be a mother. Well, first and foremost, before I already answer that question, I would like to say that I think we don't need to be so much perfect in answering the question. I think the only thing that you need is just to be true to yourself and answer from the heart, because don't always forget, our hearts always speaks louder than our mouth. The question for me at this moment of time is, kung magkakaroon daw po ba ng pagkakataon na maging isang ina ako at magkakaroon po ako ng anak na adik, ano nga daw po ba ang gagawin ko para mapaayos ang kanyang buhay? Isa lamang po ang nasa aking isip. Lagi po nating pakakatandaan na ang ating mga ina ay laging nandyan kahit anuman ang mangyari sa ating buhay. They can give unconditional love kahit minsan taliwas na o gumagawa na ng masama ang kanilang anak. Kung ako po ay magiging isang ina, kahit hindi man po ako totoong babae, at kung magkakaroon po ako ng anak na adik, mas lalo ko pong ipaparamdam sa kanya ang tunay na kahulugan ng pagmamahal. Dahil lagi po natin pakakatandaan, the main reason kung bakit may mga taong nawawala ng landas o may mga taong nagiging adik, dahil meron po silang pinagdadaanan at meron po silang problema sa kanilang buhay. Bilang ina, naniniwala po ako na kagaya po ng aking ina, naiintindihan niya po ang sitwasyon ko bilang bakla. Kaya po, ibibigay ko po ito sa aking magiging anak. Iintindihin, uunawain, at mamahalin ko siya ng lubusan dahil naniniwala po ako na ang bawat isa ay may karapatang magbago at ang bawat isa ay may karapatang ayusin ang pagkakamaling nagawa nila sa buhay nila. Marami pong napapaisip sa inyong lahat na kung minsan, sabi po nila, hindi daw po namin deserve maging ina bilang isang bakla. But at the end of the day, I always believe na ang tunay na kahulugan ng pagiging magulang o pagiging ina ay hindi nakadepende sa kasarian na nasa iyong gitna. Bagkus kung paano mo pahalagahan, paano mo pangaralan, at paano mo iaayos ang buhay ng iyong anak. At kaya po, sa lahat ng mga anak na nanunood sa mga oras na ito, kung meron man po kayong problemang pinagdadaanan, kung meron man pong mga bagay na hindi nyo naiintindihan, kausapin nyo lamang po ang inyong ina. Dahil lagi nyong tatandaan, kailanman hindi po tayo iiwan ng ating mga nanay. Kaya po, proud na proud po akong sabihin that my mother is my hero. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 13.
Thank you so much. And now let's begin sa candidate number 9.
I pick Judge Honorable Ronnie Caredo.
Judge number 3.
This is my question. If you're given a chance to live again, what do you choose? Men or women?
Can you repeat again, sir?
If you're given a chance to live again, what do you choose? Men or women?
Okay. The question is something very sensitive and it's about humanity. When we are humans, we are intellect to discuss about things and answering the questions. If I am going to live again, what should I choose? To be a man or a woman? You know what, my dear friends? To be honest, in this kind of life, I had been experiencing a lot of things. Bullying, discriminations, and a lot of many more. But you know what, my dear friends? I am still standing and fighting for my rights. Dahil naniniwala po ako na hanggat wala ho akong inaapakan na kahit sino, mananatili po akong buhay at anak ng Panginoong Jesucristo. But if you're going to ask me direct to the point, direct to the answer, I would rather choose to be a real woman. It is simply because it is my dream and it also my ambition to be walked on the church by the bless of the Lord. You know what, my dear friends? Gusto ko pong maging experience ang makasal sa isang lalaking aking minamahal. At gusto ko rin pong maranasan magkaroon ng isang anak upang alagaan at mahalin niya din ako gaya ng pagmamahal na ibinibigay ko sa kanya. Just like what I have said, I am a gay and I am a trans woman. I have been experiencing a lot of things. But if I would be the woman, I will be the best woman in this world. Remember, my dear friends, we are the captain of our own ship. We are the pilot of our plane. We can control our life and not the people around us. Do something and do it now. And if I'm an answer will be enough for your judges, let the people of the land decide on it. Thank you and good evening.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 9.
Candidate number 11.
Good morning, everyone. I am fortunate to pick Judge number 8, Mr. Elvis. Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, candidate number 11.
Hello.
Okay, so this is your question. What do you think is the greatest mistake that man ever made? Wait. What do you think is the greatest mistake that man even made on earth? Why?
Again, sir?
What do you think is the greatest mistake that man ever made on earth? Why?
Thank you so much for that. A very tough question, I should say. This question requires an opinion, and an opinion could be right for you or wrong for me, could be right for you or right for me. But what is more important is that my dear judges would be able to respect whatever opinion I might have for this question. If there is one thing in this world that man has made on earth, I think I can only think of one thing, and it is guns. Mga baril po, ladies and gentlemen. For I always believe, ladies and gentlemen, that gun has been an instrument of violence, of terrorism, of war that is happening nowadays, not only in our country, but particularly in Ukraine and Russia. I believe that any kind of thing that take away a life, any kind of thing that can really bring pain to other people is something that we should eradicate in this world. Gun is such a powerful thing that man has ever made. But I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that it is not necessary to be created because it only brings nothing but 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 war, violence to everyone. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, in this world, when you are given a purpose to fulfill, when you are given a role to play, when you are given a mission to accomplish, let us always choose something that would benefit not only yourself, but other people. Thank you so much.
Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 11.
Anong lasik na yung co-host?
To complete the top 5, let's begin say hello to candidate number 16.
I pick judge number 7, Richard Labestre.
The best man. Okay. First, congratulations for making to the top 5.
Thank you so much po.
Okay, this is my question. How can you explain the praise to an atheist? And the praise is tons of religion, ounce of salvation. Again, how can you explain for an atheist the praise tons of religion, ounce of salvation? Do you want me to further expound?
Yes, can you
Okay.
please repeat?
Okay. In an atheist person, how can you describe the praise, tons of religion, ounce of salvation? Again, in an atheist person, how can you describe the praise, tons of religion, ounce of salvation?
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be hypocrite right now. I want to be honest to every one of you. I am not really familiar on that praise, but let me answer the question. Comes from my heart, and I will try it my best to answer your question, sir. How I can answer the question, how I can explain to a praise which is atheist, which is ang mga taong hindi po naniniwala sa Diyos. Ang kasabihan ng tons of religions, tons of salvations.
Tons of religions, ounce of salvation. Ounce. O-N-C-E.
Okay. Well, I think simple lamang po ang ipapaliwanag ko sa kanila. Lahat po tayo merong kinalakihang relihiyon. Lahat po tayo merong pinaniniwala ang Diyos. Ngunit iisa lang po yun. Yan ay ang poong may kapal. Bakit nga po ba merong atheists o ang mga taong hindi naniniwala sa Diyos? Because of science. They are believing in science. Mas naniniwala po sila na ang tao ay gawa sa science, which is according to our Bible, kung sino ang pinaniniwalaan natin, lahat po tayo ay gawa ng poong may kapal. Kaya isa lamang po ang nais kong ipaliwanag sa kanila, na kahit bali-baliktarin mo ang mundo, kahit bali-baliktarin mo ang lahat ng nangyayari, tumingin ka sa taas, tignan mo, bakit nga ba may langit? Bakit nga ba tayo nandito? Bakit nga ba tayo inilikha? Simple lamang, totoo ang Diyos. Kung ikaw hindi ka naniniwala sa Diyos, yan ang isa sa mga masasabi kong desisyon mo at hindi kita sasabihan na masama ka dahil yon yung pinaniniwalaan mo. Dahil ako bilang isang tao, ang pinaniniwalaan ko, meron akong Diyos at mahal ko ang Diyos ko. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, candidate number.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Thank you so much, candidate number
correct.
16. Pero yung mga tatawagin kong winners na ating top 3, the title, second and first, Ay, yung second, first, and title, proceed kayo sa itaas, ha? Para ano? Tapos pa-ready na rin ang ating mga presenters, Chad. Yung mga mag-a-award. Okay na po. Okay! Okay! The second runner-up will receive a cash, sash, and a crown. Ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up to be awarded by
Sino?
Okay lang po, wait lang. Hintayin ko lang yung mga names. Kasi mahirap pong magbanggit ng pangalan na mali, di ba? Hindi nakaka-professional. Congratulations in advance sa ating mga winners. Saan ba sa ating name? Wala na. Let's proceed for the second runner-up to be awarded by Ms. Gina Saguba, the President of St. Joseph 10 Phase 1, Phase 1A. Once again, the second runner-up will receive a cash, sash, and a crown to be awarded by Ms. Gina Saguba. Please come forward. You are the second runner-up. Candidate number 9. Once again to be awarded by Ms. Gina Saguba.
In the mix.
Alright.
Thank you so much, Madam Gina Saguba, for being present for us at the moment. Okay. Let's proceed for the first runner-up to be awarded by the President of St. Joseph 9 Phase 1. To be awarded by Ms. Landry, the President of St. Joseph 9 Phase 1. Okay, the first runner-up. Please come forward. Candidate number 16. Okay, take a picture. Okay, the Misty Federation 2022, please come forward to be awarded by the President of St. Joseph Village 9 and 10 Federation President. Ladies and gentlemen, please come forward. You are the title holder for the Miss Gay Federation 2022. Please come forward, candidate number 13, Mr. Lopez Hanana, aka Myra Rosera. And sa lahat po ng ating mga nag-winners, wala na sa talo na siguro sa Thank you so much, President.
DJ Ronel in the mix.
Bete, Sophia, Pichuta. Bete, Atia. Pia. Sa lahat po ng mga winners, lumapit lang po kayo kay chat. Ayan, ibibigay po kayo ng consolation prize. Dahil sila magpasalamat sa lahat ng presidente, na tumulong sa mga successful sa 3 araw na event. Thank you very much sa inyo sa suporta sa ating mga nag-organize. Ma'am Inday, thank you very much sa ilang araw ng buyan. Kay Ma'am Joy, Ma'am Triling, sino ba man siguro. Sa mga guest ko, ay Paul, sorry. Maraming salamat po sa 3 araw na pagtulong sa amin.